Hello vlog viewers, Robin here, reporting from Prague, Czech Republic. Last time I vlogged was my first video vlog ever that I did at the airport in New York. So it's a huge deal. I can't believe I'm here. I've been here a week now. It still feels unreal to me. This program is incredible. Best experience of my life. I've loved every second of it. But just to give you an update on what we've been doing. So last week we got to have a backstage, kind of like back of the house tour of the Prague Castle. So we got to see where all of the Prague officials conduct their official business. So there was a table just for signing papers. There were rooms that were hundreds of years old with gorgeous chandeliers. The Spanish room in particular was one that stuck out to me. It had chandelier on chandelier on chandelier, and everything was, it was in the Baroque style. So one thing I'm learning in architecture class is that included a lot of like gaudy gold and all of that, but the actual castle itself was done in Gothic style, so it had flying buttresses and all different Gothic aspects, so really heavy stained glass and everything like that. It was gorgeous. There's still so much more we have to see at the Prague Castle. It's 18 acres, it's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years old, and they're still adding to it every day. There's cafes, cathedrals, gardens, it goes on and on. Something else we did last week was a walking tour of Prague. We had our guide Milos, who's been our guide for several tours this trip, take us around, show us the in and outs of Prague. He's on the older side, and has tons of experience and stories to share with us. So that was an incredible experience as well, because he can recall back when Prague was under a different government, things are a lot different here. We got to see the John Lennon Wall, which is an entire block in itself, Charles Bridge, Old Wenclaw Square, Old Town Square. We saw New Town Square. Something really interesting about Prague is that it was originally a couple different cities, so each city had their own town hall. So now we have Old Town Hall, New Town Hall, etc. Just a fun fact. Last week, something else we did was we went to take a tour of Old Town Hall, which is currently a building that's used for the mayors and everything like that. When government officials from outside of Prague come to Prague, they sit in this building and discuss official business. It was also a very interesting building to get to take a tour of, because it was originally like 5 homes from the medieval ages that were built basically underground, or what's now considered underground, because Prague was built on top of them. As Prague flooded and different circumstances of the land here changed, these houses became underground, and then homes were built on top and then connected to make this Old Town Hall. So it was really cool because nothing here goes to waste. So they still use these old homes. At one point they were prisons, and now they hold art galleries, which is great because it's like a real feel. Like you can see the water wells, you can see how small the doorways are from the medieval ages, because the people were so much smaller. We learned so much about the architecture of how the windows were built in and how the doors were built to be a certain size, so that armed guards couldn't get in, etc. So we definitely learned a lot on that tour. We saw a gorgeous mosaic that really kind of told a story about one of Prague's princesses, and had a quote, and it was, "The city whose flames will reach the stars." So I think that pretty much encompasses my entire trip so far. Prague's a city that's going to reach its stars. It's beautiful, such a passionate city with so much history. Something also really interesting, I feel like I've learned so much, I just want to share it with all of you, is that Prague is a city that during World War I and World War II was supposed to be bombed, actually, but was never bombed. So a lot of the original architecture still stands in the past hundreds of years. So, fun fact of the day. But have a great day, everyone, and I hope to leave you another vlog soon, and I'll see you in 2 months. Bye!